All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have the details for the new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who seems like he's the best TUR. I mean, I would be surprised if he's not better than Gohan, quite honestly. He is pretty insane, pretty ridiculous, pretty OP. And there also is a new Nova Shenron as well. Now, this Nova Shenron is interesting in that he does have the same name, but this is a super class Nova Shenron, right? Whereas we have the, I believe, is he super class? No, I think he actually is extreme. That's interesting. But he does buff super class Shadow Dragon Saga category allies, right? Okay, so they still do keep him as extreme. Yeah, he is. Okay. All right, well, sure enough. But I don't know, it's weird. I feel like they should have tried to give him a different name. I don't know, or at least release a Nova, because he has, like, the two forms, right? Because the Tech Nova Shenron is actually quite good, but, I mean, obviously he's not going to be as good as this one, but that Tech Nova is a decent support type unit, so that's definitely something to keep in mind, right? So let's go and take a look at translations from the homie Goresh. So, this is Powerful Peerless Power, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Alright, so he leads the Great Ape Power category. 3 key, 170% of stats. Now, here's the thing. That's pretty interesting. Because, you know, everyone wanted like a Super Saiyan 4 category, which I don't know, I feel like we still could get at some point in the future. But just Great Ape Power. I mean, that's all of the Super Saiyan 4s are going to be in there, right? So that's essentially, it's a pseudo Super Saiyan 4 category. Except, we're also going to have Baby on there. We are going to have, like, Great Ape Tora and all the other Great Ape units. I wonder if, like, Kid Goku would be on there as well. Like, and it's 170% of stats. I mean, all the Super Saiyan 4s are going to be on there. So now, it's like, you look at that and it's like, man, you know... he might really tie into the Heroes stuff coming up. So we'll see. I mean, if they drop a Super Saiyan 4 Heroes card, they're gonna be on Gogeta's team. Because, I mean, Great Ape Power, it's right there. Or Shadow Dragon Saga, which is good. So now the Shadow Dragon Saga is an actual team that you can run again. Because currently in the game, you can't even really... No one is running Physical Omega as their leader. No one has in Oceanus as their leader. The Shadow Dragon Saga team is completely dead. At least now you can run it if you want, right? I mean, people are going to be using this guy. Alright, so the super attack is a Big Bang Kamehameha. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, does immense damage. A very powerful super attack effect. Considering that this boy gets 200% attack and defense, what are his stats? So int types get 5,000 to every stat. So he's under 10k defense, actually. His defense is pretty low. But he is at 17,700 attack, which is quite good, to say the least. He is right up there as just like a straight TUR. His attack is almost like the highest. Like I could pull up my box real quick. I'm just curious to look at TURs. So the TUR that's not an EZA unit that has the highest attack, I think is Kefla. Yeah, it's Kefla. Kefla has the highest attack set of any non-EZA unit. Hers, no, but that's I have equipment on her. Yeah, I've got an attack equip on her, so it's probably it could be cooler, but I think I have an attack equip on him. Yeah, okay, so that makes it tough to just pull up my box and look at it now, because once you put attack equips on, that does kind of change things. It could be that Tech Majin Vegeta, who has 17,900. That might actually be the highest attack by any non-EZA TUR. But this Gogeta is going to be right there, right? Very, very high attack. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, a lot of times they'll give certain units like, you know, either a ridiculously high buff or some easy units or something like that might give a little bit of a lower buff, and people get confused by that. But like 200% attack on Gogeta, who has one of the highest like TUR attack sets in the game, is going to be very impactful. 200% defense, even though Gogeta's defense is a little bit lower than some other TURs, I don't know that it's still going to be insane combined with everything else he's got going. So, I mean, okay. So, honestly, right? You have this. You have this. Let's just skip to this. And just like that, he's probably... I might put him above Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? Ignoring I'm going to talk about this in 2 seconds, but ignoring this right here, he already might be better than Tech Ultimate Gohan, because the 70% chance to dodge and counter super attacks is just like, it's brutal. It's one of the strongest abilities in the game. So that Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is still a relevant unit because of that. So this Gogeta has that. But remember, the Tech Gogeta doesn't have a defensive buff at the start of turn. He only gets defense on super attack. This guy gets 200% at the start of turn. But that wasn't enough. They said, nah, Gogeta's going to be number 1. Because then he gets 4 ki and 40% attack and defense, and he's super effective against all types for 8 turns from the first appearance. Like, I look at this, in my head, it feels like Gohan, Frieza, and Cooler aren't even close to Gogeta. I feel like Gogeta's head and shoulders better than all 3 of them. It's insane. Because, like, Ultimate Gohan is, like, greatly stacking, and he can be super effective against all types starting from turn 5. Gogeta just has it. And then, that's not enough. They decide, oh, you might want to use him for difficult events, too, so let's make sure that he could still do it. In that, starting from he's like UI Goku. How UI Goku has a 70% chance to dodge, and then it drops down to 50%, still making him super good for long events. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that's a guaranteed super effective against all types, and it just drops down to a 50% chance. So, I mean, again, this guy seems like the best. I don't even think it's close, you know. And then, I mean, he's essentially leading a pseudo Super Saiyan 4 category. So if this Dragon Ball Heroes unit coming out in November is, you know, Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku that does the Dragon Fist, and he's like an LR, he's going to be on Gogeta's team. So, I mean, I'm going to tell y'all right now, like, global players looking at this, dude, Blue Goku and Vegeta are nice. They're fun. Like, you know, Full Power Jiren is cool. Gotenks and Buu are fine. These units, they're fodder next to this guy. Like, I mean, like, is he better than Full Power Jiren and Blue Goku and Vegeta? He might be. He might be. Like, this Gogeta, like, it's like, maybe like LR Buu tanks and STR Vegito are better than this Gogeta, and like that's it or something. Like, it's, maybe I'm overrating him, but I know, where is it? Wait, where is his? Oh, okay. But it is a high, he only gets a 50% chance of dodging a super attack. Okay, that's one thing I did miss. It's not a great chance. So the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a 70% chance. This guy has a 50% chance. I mean, it's still really good. Okay. So when I've been going on and on and on, that's something I did miss, is that it's a 50% chance, not a 70% chance. I mean, I still think he's probably the best, but we'll see. Let's see him in action. So then he also has this active skill, right? Which, again, is like a better version of what is Jiren's? He has to take like 6 hits or something like that, right? Is it 6? Let me just double check that. I can't remember how many hits off the top of my head. All I know is that you never see Jiren's active skill ever. After receiving damage 5 times. So Gogeta has to take 1 less hit. Now, Now, again, I'm going to tell you guys, Jiren's active skill, I mean, if you're going into a long event, or I guess if you're in like Super Battle Road or something like that, you would see it. But I feel like I never see Jiren's active skill, because that team, Jiren is just so overwhelming that you're just tearing through. So this active skill, by the way, all enemies get a 40% attack and defensive debuff, and then Gogeta gives himself 40% attack and debuff, because it's not enough that he gets 200%, and then is this one of those that's gonna multiply into itself, like how, like, is that what this is gonna be? I don't know. If it is, like, they made him very good. I just want to, he's very freaking good. But I mean, 4 attacks, you'd think you're always gonna see this, I'm telling you, but like, it just ends up never being that simple. And I imagine if Gogeta's countering the super attack, that's not gonna count right there. See, I don't know if it's him taking damage or if we're actually the attack targeted at him, but I presume, you know, the way it would. So, like, if Jiren would dodge the attack, that doesn't count, right? So it's gonna be the same thing with Gogeta. Dodge it, like if he dodges a super attack, that's not gonna give you one of the hits you need for this. That's a very strong active skill. I mean, I look at this for Super Battle Road and it's GG. I am crying that this guy's not AGL. He's int. If this guy was AGL, that Super AGL Extreme Super Battle Road stage would be toast in front of this guy, I think. I mean, you would need some luck for sure still, but this guy would really help out a lot. You just need this to actually activate, that's all. Okay, so, and again, like, you could go over, like, Gohan for me, like, the guard ability is, like, timeless. It's one thing that's so crazy, right? But, like, one separation, I don't think Gohan's links are quite as bad as people like to say they are. But, I mean, Frieza, Cooler, and now Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta certainly have better links. I mean, you know, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shotgun Speed, Over in a Flash, GT, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle. Doesn't get better than that, really. Like, it's... the only thing is, I'm sure people are going to be crying that he doesn't have Saiyan Roar, but it's okay. It's fine, because he's got all of this, right? And, again, I would like to point out to where before the Link level update, this guy would have been worse than he's going to turn out being, because he gives himself 4... He only needs 2 ki anyway to super attack, right? So, like... Fuse Fighter, GT, Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed, all was just key before. Now, like, this gives defense, this gives attack, this gives attack and defense, and then this gives attack and defense. So, like, he's much better after the Link level update than he would have been before it. Then he's on Grade 8 Power, Fusion, Shadow Dragon Saga, Kamehameha, and Final Trump card. Just a beast. Again, to me, this guy looks like the clear runaway best TUR in the game. Like, it's not, I don't even think Physical Vegito Blue is messing with this guy. Let me see him in action first. I mean, I'd love to see how much damage he's going to do with this, too. Because it's just like, it's so crazy. He's so crazy. All right. So we have this Nova Shenron. Shadow Dragon Saga, 4 ki, 120% of stats, which is good. So he raises attack for 3 turns, does immense, and seals super. Okay. Wow. That's good. He's, okay. Then he gets 140% attack and defense at the start of turn. Attack and defense 40%. Gain a high chance to perform a crit when attacking an extreme class enemy. Okay. Gain an additional 2 ki. 40% attack and defense if there's a Shadow Dragon category enemy. And then Shadow Dragon Saga category super class allies get 40% defense. What are his links? Gentleman, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, GT, Shadow Dragon, Revival, and Fierce Battle. So he's on Shadow Dragon Saga. Now, if we look at the OG Nova Shenron, who is very good after his EZA, right? He's a very solid unit for this team. Obviously, he's nothing in front of this new Nova Shenron, right? I mean, this guy is, you know, pretty old now. Yeah, July 30th of last year. But he's only on Shadow Dragon Saga, right? Now, I guess this is the Nova from after he sort of, like, comes back, like, because, you know, they split the Dragon Balls off Omega and stuff like that. He gets Revived Warriors and Worthy Rivals. Revival will help him. The Link didn't really get buffed, but it'll help him on Revived Warriors. He does have Shocking Speed. Like, I mean, so with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I mean, he would have Shocking Speed, GT, and Fierce Battle. He'd work well with the Super Saiyan 4s as well, right? Like Goku and Vegeta. Although the LR Super Saiyan 4s don't have... the one link they lost when they became LR was Shocking Speed. Like, Shocking Speed was replaced with Legendary Power. But GT is just such a good link now. Yeah, he's good. This Nova Shenron is very, very good. Very strong unit. I mean... honestly, this Tech Nova is already solid enough, but it's a nice little buff to the Worthy Rival category, which needed it. This is good. I do hope that they give us more, though. Like, so we have some other stuff. There is a couple of new, like, stages and stuff coming. So, of course, we have the new Gogeta Dokkan event is coming. This is all in-game, right? there's this new Vegeta story event, right, where we're going to be able to get the Great Ape Vegeta, which he'll be on the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta category. What's interesting, I noticed these medals, right? So look at these medals from the event, right? There's Saiyan Saga Vegeta. This is the Vegeta from the fight against Frieza on Namek that we still don't have a card for whatever reason. We don't have a card for this Vegeta versus Frieza. I no way to explain that. Then Majin Vegeta. So we're getting all different types of medals. I mean, the event is based on that flashback episode, right? Going through all the different Vegeta moments from Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. We'll see how good this guy's going to be. I mean, I think he certainly could be a solid enough unit, right, when we actually see him. Because, I mean, right here, they're just giving us SSR details, right? That's not even the TUR. So, we'll see how good he's going to be. And then we're getting a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage as well, which certainly does seem like it's going to be pretty good. And then, I mean, as if all of this wasn't enough, then they're like, oh, hey, yeah, by the way, we're going to go ahead and make it so that, whatchamacallit, we're going to get skill orbs for the Shadow Dragon category. Now, this is just like what we got for Universe 6, where they added that stage to that, the Universe 6 story event, and you could just grind the hell out of it and get all these orbs. It was really nice. Now we get that for the Shadow Dragon saga. Like, dude, like, there's some pretty big units on the Shadow Dragon team, right? Let me take a look. I'm actually going to be pretty bummed. I did just orb up a lot of my Shadow Dragon saga to get the no item run for the Shadow Dragon Saga Extreme Super Battle Road. So now I'm going to have all these good equips, and it's like, damn, what a bummer. Yeah, because like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I've got some equips on. I have some on LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well, and now like they're sort of going to get replaced. That's a bit of a bummer. But there we go. I mean, this looks like, this is huge, honestly. Like, so not only can you get this Gogeta, but you're going to be able to orb him up too, right? So, you know, I don't know. And again, I want to see Gogeta actually used in-game, but he seems like not only is he easily the best TUR in the game, but he's like potentially like a top 3 unit in the game or something like that. Like, Turles in the right circumstances is better than this Gogeta for sure. But like, you know, Turles is a support type just for Terrifying Conquerors, and you know, in order for Turles, like once Turles gets to 24 key, he is like peerless, basically, where he gets the, you know, 8 million attacks that super effective against all types, super attack, then he has a 50% chance to do another super, right? Like, that's like the strongest shit you've got. But like this Gogeta, he's good. Power creep is here, all right. Like, these new units are just like Kefla is like trash compared to this guy. Like, what the hell? Kefla is 4 months old. Like, no, she's 5. Kefla is 5 months old tomorrow or something like that. Let me just fact check, right? Let me make sure that I'm not giving y'all false info. I think she came out on May 30th. Off the top of my head, it's May 30th is when Kefla came out. Let's see. 29th. So tomorrow, Kefla's 5 months old. And she's nothing to the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because Gogeta just turned 1. Like, after 5 turns, Kefla has 160% attack and defense. Turn 1, Gogeta has 240%, and he's greatly raising attack and defense, and he's super effective against all types. It's like, what the hell happened? Like, they must be about to release, like, some crazy difficult event that, like, even me and Nolar are gonna struggle with or something, because they're just like, whatever. I guess they finally realized, like, oh, wait, we don't have PvP in this game. We could just say, fuck it. That's what they finally realized. Like, oh, whatever. The more ridiculous these units are, the more people get excited. And that's what they're doing, I guess. We'll see. You know, data download should be later tonight. I mean, this guy, you know, good luck. Should you summon? Probably yes. Because the heroes stuff is probably going to be related to him. Just pointing that out. So, you know, just pointing that out again. We'll see what his banner looks like. His banner could suck ass very easily, but whew, boy, you want to talk about hype? I'm very excited for this guy. He is good. This is exactly what I like out of a unit. That super attack counter, mwah! Can't wait.